What is up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm super glad you guys tuned in for this one. And for today's video, as it says in the title, we are going to be hitting a dumbbell-only push workout. Now, one quick second, this workout is going to be not sponsored, wish it was, but it's going to be fueled today by Bang Energy. Today's flavor is going to be cotton candy. This particular one has super creatine, ultra CoQ10, I don't know what that is, EAA aminos, essential amino acids. I've heard decent things about those. I think I've heard that BCAAs are not that effective as EAAs. Quote me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to change the subject. And I know a lot of us right now, it's quarantine, lockdown, gyms are closed temporarily. I know. End of the world, right? Well, that's the thing. It's not the end of the world, okay? So I know many of us who are, daily gym goers, fitness enthusiasts, gym rats. We're part of that gym rat lifestyle, gym culture and all that. We love going to the gym. We live for the gym. We wake up in the morning and the one thing that we look forward to in the day is going to the gym. It's kind of our safe space. It's like our lifestyle, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of you totally dig my rep. I know I'm being very cringeworthy right now, but it's the pre-workout. But with that said, we don't have access to a lot of our normal equipment, whether that's barbells, plates, cables, machines, and so forth that we would normally have at a gym. And because of that, I'm going to kind of take you guys through a series of workouts, whether it's body weight or dumbbell only, throughout this quarantine process, so you guys can have an idea of what you guys can still be working on at home throughout this whole quarantine business. I know it sucks, but it's really important to know that there are more important things than, more tragedies going on than the gym being closed. I know, obviously we were all frustrated. Gyms are closed. It sucks. But it's not the end of the world, and it's important to recognize that it's only a temporary shutdown for all the gyms, whether that's going to be another month, another 2 months, 3 months, who knows how long. In the long run, it's not going to make that much of a difference in terms of your long-term gains. Even if you do lose a little bit of gains now, don't fret, don't sweat it. It's not the end of the world. You can still make considerable gains or still maintain your gains at home with what you've got, even if it's just your body weight or a pair of dumbbells. And today's particular workout is going to be dumbbell specific and dumbbell only. So I'm going to go through all the sets, all the reps, do a little bit of a voiceover for you guys, give you guys a bunch of different pointers, some intensity strategies, different kind of training, philosophies that I keep in the back of my mind while I'm doing this workout and workouts alike. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this workout. I hope you guys give this one a try. Let me know how it goes for you. And yeah, let's go smash this workout. Let's go get these gains. Alright guys, so for today's warm-up, there is obviously going to be an emphasis on loosening up and lubricating those shoulder joints. Again, any push workout, whether it being a pressing movement, fly movement, shoulder mobility is absolutely critical to prevent injury. And in addition to that, we also are going to be focusing on decompressing that vertebral column, warming up the lumbar, thoracic spine, and things of that nature. So I'm not going to get into the details of all these particular warm-ups, but here are just a few that I did for that particular day. Again, this is not a specific kind of routine that I do every time. Usually I do a lot of similar movements for particular workouts. Again, if it's a push workout, always definitely focus on shoulder mobility, and similarly if it's a leg workout, always focus on ankle and hip mobility and things like that. Kind of have to play it by ear and know your body and kind of know which appropriate warm-ups are best for which particular workout you're doing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kickstart the workout with a sort of pre-exhaustion technique. We're going to be supersetting push-ups with flies of choice. Depending on what you have at home, you could either use a resistance band or dumbbells or any other kind of resistance for the flies specifically. And we're going to be doing 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps each. So basically you'll do 1 set of push-ups, 15 to 20 reps for that, and then immediately follow that with flies, 15 to 20 reps with that as well. That is 1 superset, and you're going to perform 3 rounds of those 3 supersets. And the purpose for this particular, introductory portion of the workout is you ultimately pre-fatigue your muscles, number 1, and number 2, this pre-fatiguing of the muscles makes lighter weight feel heavier. It's just a type of intensity strategy for this particular workout that I would definitely recommend.
All right, next up we have incline dumbbell press with a controlled 3-second negative. These are going to be specifically tempo push presses, tempo bench presses, that is, however you want to call these. And we're going to be doing 3 total sets with a pyramid scheme. So we're going to start off with 15 reps for the first set, increase the weight, 12 reps for the next set, increase the weight, and then 8 to 10 reps on the last set. Again, many of us will be limited with our heavy weight options, so slowing down the tempo is definitely a great strategy to make the weight feel heavier. For this particular exercise, a couple things I want to point out. We want to focus on retracting the shoulder blades back. Make sure you squeeze every rep. And again, really focus on that 3 seconds down, controlled 3 seconds, and then up, 3 seconds down, controlled, and then up. Following this, we have incline dumbbell hex press supersetted with incline dumbbell flies. Now for this particular rep scheme, we are, for the hex presses, going to be doing a pyramid scheme with that, 12, 8, then 6. And then everything with the dumbbell flies will just simply be 12 to 15 reps. Now, when you're focusing on these dumbbell hex presses, again, you want to put the dumbbells close together as you see, and you want to go all the way down and squeeze at the very top. Most important part is that squeeze at the top. By doing that, you're going to really focus on forcing as much blood into the chest as possible. It will give you a gnarly pump for sure, and you're going to work that inner clavicular portion of the chest, that inner chest shelf look. And then for the flies, obviously you really want to focus on that stretch and that squeeze. And for the last exercise, we're going to be doing decline push-ups for 20 seconds, and we're just going to completely AMRAP that, meaning performing as many reps as possible. Now, this may seem like it's very simple, and you may think at the start that this is too simple for you or too easy for you, not as challenging. If that is the case, you can increase the time, obviously, 30, 45 seconds. For me particularly, I did stick with 20 seconds because by this time, my chest muscles were absolutely fatigued. All right, and to kickstart the shoulders, we are going to be starting off with some Arnold presses, supersetted with dumbbell delt raises. For the Arnold presses, I want you guys to go for about 3 sets of 20, and then for the side delt raises, go for about 3 sets of 15. So when you are doing the Arnold presses, make sure you come all the way down and in, and then all the way out and up. Make sure you focus again on controlled form, and definitely for the side delt raises, I want you guys to focus on leading with your elbows. I like to think of it like I'm pouring a cup of tea as I lead with my elbows upward with both arms. Following this, we're going to get into the more meaty part of the shoulder portion of this workout, and that's going to be dumbbell seated shoulder presses with a 3-second negative. So these are going to be tempo shoulder presses, and then the first set is going to be 12, and then 10, and then 8 for the next 2 sets. So 3 sets with a pyramid rep scheme. I really want you guys to focus on that 3-second negative again, just like you did earlier with the chest press. Doing this will allow you to force more stabilization muscles into the equation, as well as really fatigue those muscles a lot faster. As always, keep that form controlled, squeeze those reps out, and maintain that mind-muscle connection. Next up is another superset, and that's going to be this kind of front raise / upper pec fly variation. I don't know the specific name for it, but you guys will see as shown. And you're going to superset that with a rear delt fly of choice. If you have dumbbells, you can do it with that. If you have a resistance band, you can do it with that as well. So I want you guys to do 3 supersets with 15 reps each exercise. For the particular front raise variation that I am doing, I want you guys really focus on using that shoulder, that anterior deltoid, as well as that upper pec to really raise the weight. Try your hardest to not use too much tricep, and try your hardest not to swing too much. However, I do find from personal experience that a nice rhythm and a little bit of momentum does help with maintaining tension just ever so slightly on the deltoid. And with the rear delt flies, again, mind-muscle connection and time under tension. Okay, and then next up we have some triceps. big tricepsatops. We're going to kickstart this workout with dumbbell skull crushers. And for the start, we are going to be doing 2 sets of 20 reps, nice and easy. Obviously, our triceps are already warmed up from all the pressing movements, but we still want to do a little bit of pre-exhaustion here. So we're going to start off with 2 sets of 20 reps with light to moderate weight. Once you've done that, I want you guys to do 3 total sets of 10 to 12 with a little bit of moderate to heavier weight. Again, you don't want to go insanely heavy because that will put a lot of stress on the elbow joint, but I would definitely recommend going as heavy as possible while maintaining form without it hurting your elbow joint. Some pointers I want to keep in the back of your mind is if you are trying to focus on targeting that lateral portion, that outside side part of the tricep, then I would definitely recommend bringing the dumbbell kind of towards the side of your temples. However, if you are trying to target that meatier inner portion of the tricep, the long head, then I would definitely recommend moving your elbows a little bit back, and instead of bringing your dumbbell to the temples of your forehead, I would definitely recommend moving that a little bit further back. I would say maybe a few inches in the other direction backwards. Next up, we have some simple bodyweight tricep extensions. You can do this however you like. Personally, I am trying to target the long head of my tricep, so I like to get a nice deep stretch, as you guys can tell. I am trying to focus on that long head of the tricep a lot more, so I am focusing on getting a deep stretch as my elbows are kind of closer to my temples, if that makes sense. You guys will see in the movement. Again, with this, time under tension is critical, squeezing every rep is also critical, and stretching at the bottom portion is also essential. All right, we're almost done there, guys. Very last exercise is going to be simple diamond push-ups for 30 seconds of as many reps as possible. Now, again, this doesn't seem like it's super intense, but honestly, your triceps will be absolutely cooked by the end of this workout. Again, there's so many pressing movements involved. After that, you have a tricep focus. Of course, your triceps will probably be the most fatigued of all. When you are doing these diamond push-ups, I personally wouldn't recommend flaring your elbows out too wide because this could cause a lot of tension on the elbow joint. So I would put it at more of a 45-degree angle inward, maybe a little bit tighter depending on what is best for you and what feels best for your triceps. And by this point in the workout, if you guys executed it properly, then you will probably fail before you reach that 30-second mark. And if you guys do reach failure before that 30-second mark, then what you can do is you can simply go onto your knees and do a little bit of assisted diamond push-ups as well.
All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up the push workout. Again, chest, shoulders, and triceps at home, dumbbells only, absolutely killer session. Definitely high intensity, good amount of volume, appropriate amount of volume. And yeah, if you guys like this one, please give it a try at home. Make sure to keep those pointers, those training intensity strategies in the back of your mind while you guys do this workout to make sure you make the most gains you possibly can. That's it, guys. I hope you liked it. Leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions or comments. And as always, stay gold, kings and queens. Ugh.